Hey Kenny, Nick O'Neill here with Leo Digital SEO, man. I got this video here for Black Diamond Innovations, and it's going to be for your website and for your Google business page. And it's going to be 3 points for you, and that's going to be content, backlinks, and citations. And then I'll show you the opportunity to taking these steps for your business and why you're going to want to go ahead and start doing that. So first things first is content. And generally, Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words. And now, Kenny, that's depending on the competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is anything someone types into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. For an example, Black Diamonds Innovation is a garage epoxy and installation company over there in Austin. So a keyword might be epoxy flooring, Austin, Texas, or garage epoxy flooring, Austin, Texas, or things of that nature, right? Any of your services as well. You get the idea with that. So I got your website over here in a word counter, and we see that you're at 338 words, my man, and you do want to go ahead and get that up to 1,500, if not 2,000 words before Google will consider your website an authority. Also, the reason why you want to get that up to there as well is so that you have more room to put those keywords in there that I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and give you an example of what them keywords are. This is Air's, a tool I pay for and use monthly. Gives me more in-depth data on the website and competition's website, right? There are free tools out there you can use, but nonetheless, let's look at some of those keywords that I was talking about. This is Austin Epoxy Floors, your top competition over there in Austin. And we're going to see what keywords they're actually using on their website. So we got Epoxy Floors Austin. That would be one keyword. We got 250 people searching for that monthly. That's monthly. And then the KD is from 0 to 100. That's keyword difficulty and how hard it's going to be to rank for that word. So not too bad at all. And then they're getting 91 people to their website just from that alone because they are ranked number 1 for that word. And that's a month. And then here are all the other examples of keywords for you just to give you more of an idea, Kenny. Let's go on to the second point that I got for you, and that's going to be a backlink. And a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another, or in this case, it's going to be one website linking back to Black Diamond Innovations. These links, they act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google will use this to build trust in your business and website by seeing other websites vouching for you, right? It's literally, the best example that I can give for that is it's a popularity contest in Google's eyes. They want to see who has the most websites going back to their websites and who's winning that quote unquote popularity contest, right? Whoever has the most is going to get the more power and more ranking to their websites. So let's go back over here to Eros. I've got your website in here right now, and we see that you are at 59 backlinks and you've got 18 websites, vouching, quote unquote, vouching for you or referring back to your website. And then we have Austin Epoxy Floors. We can go ahead and look and see how many they have because they are the top competition. We see that they have 67 backlinks and then 23 other websites going back to their page. So this is a low hanging fruit. And by that, I mean it is easy for anyone to grab and overtake this company because they are not putting much into marketing, right? So I do want to point out also that not all links are created equal. And it is worth noting to stay relevant to your industry and local websites will work best. So, Kenny, the idea is that, well, if it's working for Austin Epoxy Floors, why wouldn't it work for you, right? So then we would go and see what websites do they have actually vouching or linking back to them. And then here are those websites that we are talking about. So what you would do is you would go in, make an account, and then get a link that would link back to your web page, right? And that would act as a backlink, essentially. On to more of that point that not all links are created equal. Right here is the DR or domain rating, and that is from 0 to 100. And the best way I can put this for you is the higher the number, the more power that Google puts on this website or considers this website having, and then the more website that your business page will have because they are, a popular website, so to say. So you want to stay in these high ranking ones when you're doing this. Stay away from any of these. You don't want to go for those low ones. They're not going to do anything for your website. Let's go on to that last point that I got for you, Kenny. Let's look at this Google Map Pack section right here, which y'all are actually in the number 2 spot when you put in garage epoxy coating Austin, Texas. So Let's use yours as an example for a citation. And now a citation is anywhere your business name, address or service area and number are exactly as it is on Black Diamond Innovations Google business page, right? And so these citations, they help you rank in this map pack here, which you know is extremely important for local businesses since they can generate huge amounts of revenue, right? Someone puts in garage epoxy coating, Austin, Texas. You'd like to be in that number one spot, but at the very minimum, top three, right? You want to get to that, that top spot right there. But top three at the very least, right? So these citations, they're including directories like Yelp, Angie's, Expertise, BBB, and then there's hundreds of other directories I'm sure you've heard of. Social media accounts act as a citation and work great well. For an example, Kenny, if you have your Facebook business page, on that Facebook business page, you would want to put Black Diamond Innovations, your service area or address, and then your phone number all on that Facebook business page, and that would count as one citation. So then you've got Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, the list goes on and on and on, right? And so the idea is that your brand begins to be found all over the internet by Google, because the larger online presence is, the more Google trusts you and your website. And once they start to see more than these cats right here, that's when you'll start ranking above them. Just to give a little more in depth on your situation, Kenny, and why they're outranking you right now, you say, well, I have all 5-star reviews and I've got 35 of them and they've only got 29 and they're at a 4.9 star review, right? Well, the reason I can tell you right now why they are ranking higher than you right now is because of those citations. They've got more citations than you, man. So you want to go ahead and get those citations up, and then in no time you should blow right past them. So get those citations up and you will be in that number one spot, thus increasing your revenue even further. So just a quick recap, man. Once you get that content up of 1,500 to 2,000 words, you're getting those keywords in there that we talked about as well. And once you're getting those backlinks up, you're getting those other websites referring back to Black Diamond's innovation. You start winning that quote unquote popularity contest, right? And then once you get in your case, you want to get your citations up right here because you're beating them on reviews. Well, let's take a look at why you would want to do that and why it's going to be so profitable for Black Diamond Innovation. So we got Austin Epoxy Floors here, and we see that they are getting 298 people to their website a month. And that's just off of those things that we talked about, right? That's those 3 points that I talked about. That's on their online presence alone. Let's say that, of the 300 people that you got coming to the site, let's say only 10% pick up the phone, right? So let's say 30 people pick up the phone, and then your team closes out 15 of those 30 people. Well, I'm not sure what your profit margins are right now, but I would imagine 15 new jobs a month would put in some pretty good revenue for you and your business. Also, the numbers are usually almost always higher than this. This is just Aeros, a tool I use. We don't have Google's exact numbers. And there's also many more than just 48 keywords that you can use to start driving in traffic. So yeah, Kenny, this is what I do for a living. And man, I'm making this video in hopes that it'll start helping you generate some more leads online. If you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling the business, feel free to reach out and I can help with some more information, Kenny, or we can just talk about the goals of the business. And maybe I do a little bit of research to see exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach these goals. Kenny, man, I just asked that you would leave one line of feedback as you did take the time to watch this. Maybe something wasn't clear, or maybe it was clear and it did help, dude. Anything would be appreciated. Again, my name is Nick O'Neill. You can get back to me at my cell at 832-728-9003. Man, feel free to reach out. My door is always open. I do appreciate your time and hope you have a good day and a good rest of your week, Kenny. Appreciate it, man.